Imagine waking up in a place where even millionaires feel ordinary, a city where luxury isn't the exception, it's the rule. Welcome to Monaco, a glittering fortress on the French Riviera where money doesn't just talk, it roars down the streets in the form of Bugattis, Lamborghinis, and Rolls-Royces. This tiny nation, smaller than New York's Central Park, is home to some of the world's wealthiest individuals. Entrepreneurs, royals, movie stars, and silent billionaires who park fortunes inside steel garages and crystal towers overlooking the Mediterranean. Here, a cup of coffee can cost more than your monthly grocery bill, and a parking space might be worth more than a suburban house in the US. But behind the glossy photos and viral videos, there's a deeper story, one of ambition, exclusivity, and a culture built entirely around perfection. In Monaco, wealth isn't about showing off, it's about belonging to a world that only a few will ever truly understand. Before we dive into this luxurious paradise, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and tap the bell icon, because today we're taking you inside the heart of Monaco's millionaire lifestyle and its breathtaking supercar scene. Stay till the end, because what happens when these millionaires start competing, not in business, but on the streets of Monaco, will leave you speechless. Monaco isn't just a country, it's an exclusive dream carved into less than 1 square mile of land. Nestled between France and the Mediterranean Sea, this microstate may be tiny in size, but its concentration of wealth is unlike anywhere else on Earth. Here, the average income is estimated to hover around $300,000 per year, and nearly 1 in 3 residents is a millionaire. With no personal income tax and world-class privacy, Monaco has become a magnet for business tycoons, athletes, and global elites who crave both luxury and security. The skyline sparkles with glass towers and penthouses where every square foot can cost up to $17,000. That's nearly $100,000 per square meter. For many, owning even a modest apartment here is a status symbol reserved for the financial elite. But beyond the numbers lies a fascinating truth. In Monaco, money is more than currency, it's culture. Every corner, every view, every private event is designed to remind the world that exclusivity still exists. And yet, for those who think wealth in Monaco is quiet or restrained, think again. Because once you step outside those marble towers, you'll discover that the streets themselves are alive, roaring with power, speed, and the sound of engines worth millions. Step outside any cafe in Monaco, and you'll feel it, that low, thunderous growl echoing through the narrow streets of Monte Carlo. It's not an earthquake, it's the heartbeat of the city. Bugattis, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLarens, all lined up like jewels on display, gleaming beneath the Mediterranean sun. Casino Square, the most iconic intersection in Monaco, is less a traffic zone and more a catwalk for machines worth millions. Tourists lift their phones, hoping to capture the perfect frame. A golden Lamborghini purring past the Monte Carlo casino, a Rolls-Royce pulling up beside a red Ferrari, and somewhere in the background, the sea sparkling like liquid silver. Here, cars aren't just vehicles. They're statements of taste, success, and identity. Many of these supercars are custom-made, with interiors stitched by hand, paint mixed with real gold dust, and license plates so exclusive they cost more than the cars themselves. Even local police drive BMWs and Ducatis, keeping pace with the horsepower around them. But the real show begins at night, when the city transforms into a moving museum of speed and luxury, headlights reflecting off marble buildings, engines echoing off the cliffs. Monaco doesn't have a rush hour. It has a royal hour, when millionaires and billionaires quietly race through the same streets that, once a year, become the Monaco Grand Prix circuit. But what lies behind these roaring engines and designer plates? Some of the most extraordinary collections the world has never seen, and most of them are hidden deep below ground, waiting to be revealed. Beneath the quiet streets of Monaco lies another world, one that most visitors never see. Hidden behind steel gates and biometric locks are the private garages of the ultra-rich, where supercars rest like pieces of art in a billion-dollar gallery. These aren't ordinary parking spaces. The floors are polished marble, the air temperature perfectly controlled, and the lighting designed to make every curve of a Ferrari or Bugatti shimmer like jewelry. Some collectors own dozens of cars, each with its own story. A limited edition Pagani built by hand, a vintage Aston Martin once owned by royalty, or a McLaren P1 that never touched public roads. For many Monaco residents, their garage isn't just storage, it's identity. It's where they entertain friends, host private tours, or even enjoy champagne surrounded by the purr of 12-cylinder engines. A few garages are so advanced they feature rotating platforms, hydraulic lifts, and glass walls that allow owners to admire their collection from their living room above. And if you think these cars ever see a speck of dust, think again. Each is washed, waxed, and detailed weekly, because in Monaco, even perfection requires maintenance. Yet, not every treasure in these garages is meant for display. Some collections are so secret that even locals whisper about them. Rumors of hidden prototypes, unreleased hypercars, and one legendary vehicle said to be worth more than an entire yacht. But what kind of life do these collectors live when they step out from their marble bunkers and onto Monaco's streets? The answer reveals how luxury here isn't just a possession, it's a daily ritual. A typical morning in Monaco doesn't start with traffic. It begins with sunlight bouncing off the sea and the quiet hum of yachts docking in Port Hercule. For Monaco's millionaires, each day feels like a scene from a luxury film. Breakfast isn't cereal and coffee, it's espresso and caviar at Café de Paris, overlooking the Monte Carlo casino, where Rolls-Royces glide past like clockwork. From there, the day flows effortlessly. Some head to exclusive gyms where personal trainers are former Olympians. Others visit private offices inside skyscrapers like Tour Odéon, running global empires through glass walls that open to $1 million view of the Riviera. Afternoons are for indulgence. Designer shopping along Avenue des Beaux-Arts, where boutiques like Dior, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton know each client by name. And when the sun begins to set, Monaco truly comes alive. Dinner might be a Michelin star experience at Le Louis XV, or a private gathering aboard a super yacht illuminated by golden reflections of the harbor lights. But life here isn't only about what you own, it's about where you're seen. Every glance, every invitation, every appearance adds another layer to one's social rank in this silent hierarchy of luxury. Still, beneath all that glitter lies a competitive pulse, a constant race to outshine, outhost, and outluxury even your closest friends. And nowhere is that competition more visible than during Monaco's most spectacular events, when the entire world watches this small kingdom of billionaires take center stage. If you ever want to see the heartbeat of Monaco at its loudest, come during two events that define its soul, the Monaco Yacht Show and the Monaco Grand Prix. For a few glittering days each year, this tiny nation becomes the global capital of luxury, speed, and power. At the yacht show, the harbor turns into a floating kingdom. Hundreds of super yachts, each worth between $50 and $500 million, line up side by side, their decks glowing under the Riviera sun. Inside, billionaires tour each other's vessels, discussing art, business, and new ventures over champagne worth thousands per bottle. Every handshake could mean a new empire being born. Then comes the Grand Prix, Monaco's most electrifying tradition. The city's narrow streets transform into a Formula One track where cars fly inches from the sidewalks. It's not just a race, it's a spectacle of status. From balconies, royalty and celebrities watch as engines scream below, the sound bouncing off marble walls and cliffside villas. The entire city becomes one giant theater of adrenaline and elegance. But behind every smile in the VIP boxes lies subtle rivalry. Who owns the bigger yacht? Who has the best view? Who gets invited to the most exclusive after-party on the Mediterranean? Because in Monaco, luxury isn't simply enjoyed, it's performed. And while the world sees celebration, the insiders know, the real power moves are made after the spotlight fades, when the champagne glasses are empty, and the yachts start drifting back into the dark blue sea. In Monaco, elegance isn't just a style, it's a strategy. The women of this tiny kingdom are more than symbols of beauty, they are the architects of influence. Walking through the streets of Monte Carlo, you'll see women who run companies, manage fortunes, and command attention with quiet confidence. Dressed in haute couture and diamonds that shimmer under the Riviera sun, they embody the essence of refined power. But what truly sets them apart is their discretion. In Monaco, privacy is prestige. You'll rarely see them flaunting their wealth on social media. Instead, their presence at the right gala, art auction, or charity ball says everything that needs to be said. Some are global entrepreneurs, others are heirs to legendary family fortunes. Many use their influence to shape Monaco's fashion, real estate, and philanthropy scenes, turning luxury into a language of leadership. To outsiders, it's glamour. To insiders, it's strategy. And while the world watches the supercars and yachts, these women often control the real flow of capital, reputation, and connection behind the scenes. But their world too comes with silent competition, because in Monaco's golden hierarchy, elegance isn't inherited, it's earned move by move. If the streets of Monaco are a runway for supercars, then the skyline above is a gallery of palaces in the clouds. Behind tinted glass and private gates lie homes so luxurious they blur the line between reality and imagination. Take the Tour Odéon, Monaco's tallest skyscraper. Its penthouse alone is valued at over $300 million, featuring a private elevator, a rooftop infinity pool, and a panoramic view of the entire principality. Across town, in La Votto, oceanfront villas gleam under the sun with marble imported from Italy, chandeliers from Paris, and art collections worth more than entire museums. Every inch of these residences is curated. Temperature-controlled wine cellars, bulletproof glass walls, private cinemas, and even scent systems that infuse the air with custom fragrances designed exclusively for their owners. Privacy here isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. But not all luxury in Monaco is built on land. Many millionaires actually live aboard superyachts, docking in the same harbor year-round, their decks designed to rival five-star hotels. It's the perfect blend of mobility and prestige, the ability to move one's home with the waves. Still, behind these shimmering facades, there's something unspoken. In a city where perfection is the standard, even paradise can feel like a stage, one where everyone plays their part flawlessly. And as night falls, those golden lights from the penthouses and yachts begin to fade into the horizon, revealing a truth that money alone can't illuminate: what power really means in Monaco. Monaco is often called the safest place money can buy, but its security isn't just about police or cameras. It's a philosophy, a silent promise made to every billionaire who calls this place home. With just under 100 soldiers and one of the most efficient police forces in the world, Monaco achieves something few nations can: near-zero street crime. Every inch of this tiny country is monitored, not for control, but for assurance. The assurance that privacy and peace remain untouched. For the ultra-wealthy, this sense of calm is priceless. In Monaco, anonymity is the ultimate luxury. No paparazzi chasing cars, no flashing cameras outside private dinners. Discretion is part of the national identity. Even the staff who serve the elite are trained to protect confidentiality like state secrets. But there's another layer, one less visible, yet far more powerful. Behind the elegance and quiet charm lies an unspoken network of influence, where fortunes shift and partnerships form over dinner, art, or charity. In Monaco, deals worth billions can happen with a handshake and vanish with a whisper. Still, the true secret of Monaco isn't in its wealth or power. It's in the calm confidence of those who don't need to prove anything. Because in the end, Monaco's greatest luxury isn't gold, cars, or yachts, it's control. And that brings us to the final truth about this shimmering kingdom, one that defines why the world's elite keep coming back, no matter the cost. In Monaco, luxury isn't just a lifestyle, it's an ecosystem, a carefully crafted illusion where perfection never sleeps. Every sunrise over the harbor paints another masterpiece of wealth. Every evening turns the skyline into a sea of golden reflections. It's a place where time moves slower, the air feels lighter, and every moment whispers one truth: this is what ultimate success looks like. But behind the shimmering yachts and roaring engines lies something deeper. Monaco isn't just built on money, it's built on ambition, on the pursuit of a dream so rare that only a few will ever touch it. Those who live here don't simply enjoy luxury, they embody it, turning their lives into living art. And perhaps that's what makes Monaco so mesmerizing. Not the price tags, but the perfection. It's a reminder that true wealth isn't about what you own, it's about how you live. If you enjoyed this journey inside the billionaires, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon, because next time, we're taking you even deeper into the world of the rich and untouchable. Tell us in the comments, if you could spend one day in Monaco, would you race the streets? Or relax on a $300 million yacht? Until next time, stay inspired, stay curious, and keep dreaming big.